mm, 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 mm. I wonder if you, well, yeah, you damn sure can hear me because I see that goddamn thing jumping up to the bread. That motherfucker like, anyway, see my ear out so I can make sure I got the mic out. You dig? Hey, what's going? This right here. I feel like I look like Freeze from what you gonna call it? I don't remember the name of the movie, but let's get it. You see my black, my this thing is black. This is black. This is black. This is black and gold, but black. Feel me? I'm not a black man. I'm an Asiatic. I was raised in North America, so that's what makes me an Asiatic. We do not identify as Negro, black, or colored. So I'm not a person of color. I'm not an African American. I'm not a Negro. I'm not black. See this right here? Look, this is not black. Like this is a brown, a tan. Like when y'all say brown and black people, you should just say brown people. Just say brown people, because that's just what you are. I mean, if you're gonna call Mexicans brown folks, you gotta call yourself brown, because you're just a shade darker. You know what I mean? You're not really like too far. But shit, we got multiple shades in our realm. Like, you know what I'm saying? You could be an Asiatic and be all types of fucking complexions. So I would say, really sit back and think about it, yo. I mean, you know what's crazy? You can be more successful when you go through society and you just you just go. You don't think too much. I love that. I literally just did this same video 30 minutes ago, for 30 minutes, but now I'm doing it again because it's live and I could just fucking post it. So, whenever time, nobody's in here, but if anybody pops up in here, then I'll see. But again, I'm an Asiatic. That's how I was raised. Okay, so when I was raised being a North American, about the ages of probably around like 10, that's when like the conversation kind of started, where it was like, "Oh, you're black, blah, blah," and I'm correcting people. Now, when you correct, now I grew up in the hood, so I grew up around predominantly what you would call black people. I would call Asiatics. These Asiatics, they identify as black. So when I said I'm an Asiatic at a young age, I immediately got laughed at, played out, talked shit to, looked at weird because I didn't identify as black. It just seems that if, well, back then anyway, when you would, like when I questioned them or I corrected them, immediate attitude. I'm talking about immediate problem. Nowadays, I don't know if I like gained some like a status or whatever like that, or my tone of voice is different. But when I tell people like, yo, I'm not black, I'm Asiatic. They like, their eyebrows get more moving. It's like they're more intrigued or more interested to know more than at that time in the past where it wasn't just children, because I could chalk it up to be like, oh, it was children. They just don't know no better than, you know what I mean, the energy that they come with. But in reality, it wasn't just children. It was adults too. It was young adults, old adults that when they got corrected to be like, I'm not a black man, they feel some type of way. Or if they don't feel some type of way, they look at you weird and they don't want to talk to you again in any way, shape, or form because they feel that you're not like them. And who dare you say you're not a black man? So those dating, oh my God. Dating and being an Asiatic in a normal world is not normal at all. Hey, you don't celebrate holidays. Well, I don't celebrate holidays. And so most women that I would date would celebrate holidays. God, that is like the most annoying shit in the world. Like Christmas coming and you don't give a fuck about Christmas. Like, you don't give a fuck about Christmas tree. You don't fuck about none of that shit. Like, none of it. I mean, my Christmas technically it's on January 8th. And I need to see why we have a January 8th. Because I ain't gonna lie. I don't know why completely. And I don't even know all our holidays. But I know we don't celebrate no pagan holidays. So I think that you should do a little research. What I'm saying to you right now, I'm just talking off the cuff. Just throwing it in there. Just giving you something to think about. I mean, if you really sit back and think about it, why would you be a color? Just don't make sense, you know what I mean? Being a color means that you don't really have nothing. That's why you treat you like shit. You ain't got no rights, you ain't got shit. Like, I don't know my life is that. And I was looking at it recently, and I was like, man, when I can get this thing renewed, like my eyes say brown. I don't see nothing on here says black. But I want to make sure it stays like that. When I fill out applications, I don't put black down. When people be talking, when people be talking and they be like, black photographer, black videographer, I'll be like, nah, leave me out that. Don't put me in that. Leave me out that. I want no part. I don't want to be your black photographer. I don't want to be your black nothing. You can say he wear black, but don't do that. And you know what? It seemed like Asiatic get upset when you tell him something like that. Like, I mean, even now, not as much now, but maybe because, I don't know, maybe because I'm just like, I don't be really like, I don't even be often, I don't be looking for no problems. Like, I don't be walking around here and somebody say you right. But I don't really be, motherfuckers don't be saying that shit to me like all crazy. But when I hear it, I correct it. You know what I mean? And in person, I haven't really had any type of issue like when I was like younger. More or less, people be receptive to hearing it out. You know what I mean? They may have some questions. But I, uh, I've never like, yeah, a long time it's never been in my face. Online though? Oh my God. Online. It's like I told some girl was talking about uh, POC photographers. I was like, hmm, why isn't it just photography? But then I get it. Like you want to focus on brown people. Got it. So why that make it like a certain type of event? I don't know. I don't know. Let me shut up with that. But what I will say is this: like, it was a dude trying to talk to me. He was like playing interference, I guess, or defense, because what I said, like, nah, I don't identify as a person of color. I identify as Asiatic. I'm not black, I'm Asiatic. And she said something, but I don't even think she really took offense to it at all. But dude was trying to correct me and tell me it's not a big deal. And I told him, like, bro, this is how I was raised. So you may not think it's a big deal, but to me it's important because if I don't correctly identify myself, my grandma would be upset, my mom would be upset. I'm pretty sure a lot of the North Americans would be upset. And at the same time, I'm putting myself in a mindset that I've never been in before. I never walked around here feeling like a black man. Never in my life. Never in my life. I'm proud I'm black. Never in my life have I ever felt that. Have I felt proud? Yes, I did. But black, no, I don't. I've never identified as that. I would never do it. Like, I don't care. Like, I'm not about to walk around here screaming I'm black and I'm proud. Because that's like saying you dead and you proud. When you really, really look at it, I'm dead and I'm proud. Because if you look at it from like a standpoint of like, they call these people white people, they call these people black people. In reality, you're the dirt because what you're being associated with is the darkest part of everything. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that black can't be beautiful or whatever the situation may be. But what I'm saying is that, man? What I'm saying is that it's beautiful on clothes, not on people. Like, if you look like me, got complexion like me, you brown, you not black. Drink the water. I think I'm about to put this in the refrigerator so it gets cold. I recently only started drinking like cold stuff because it was like these 90-degree weather, 90-degree days. But dating is more of an issue. The black thing don't come up too much in a relationship. What comes up more in a relationship is like the holidays, um, stuff like that. Yo, I was the fuck. See, we gonna have to get this thing going. Anyway, I was dating a girl who was like a Jehovah's Witness, but she still wanted to celebrate fucking holidays. Like that shit was so weird. Like, but I get it though because it's that feeling of growing up and feeling left out because all your friends do it, and I think that's what happened with a lot of North Americans. They were growing up and parents feeling like they don't want their child to be left out because of Christmas, because of this holiday, that holiday, whatever the situation may be. They don't want them left out because everybody else around them is going through this. Listen, my mom ain't give a fuck. I was left out. As a matter of fact, I was going to people's houses during near holidays and shit like that. I was left out. You know what I mean? I remember one time, young, I was young and dumb. Young and dumb. Told my mom, I told her I'd jump out this window. And I think it was because they was getting gifts and I wasn't. But it wasn't even, like, it wasn't even a big thing. It wasn't even a big thing. Like, you know what I mean? It wasn't even a big thing. It was like, I was just being extra. I was being extra. But also, I didn't care. Like, 'cause it's like, it's not, I knew it's not my holiday. You know what I mean? Like, this is not something that I partake in. And as an adult, running around outside and moving around on holidays, I like to go outside on holidays. Because 90% of the time when you go outside on holidays, boy, the streets is dead. You got the streets to yourself. And I like that shit. You know what I mean? But dating, it can be difficult because the majority of the time in society, you want to date a person who's Christian or even if they not, they still celebrate holidays. You know, that's kind of wild because if you're like an atheist, you shouldn't celebrate holidays. Because don't all, well, the holidays got something to do with being a Christian. You're not a Christian, so why would you be celebrating Christmas? Why would you be expecting somebody to give you a gift? Shit. I really do believe that we shouldn't even be celebrating our birthdays. Like, what the fuck are you celebrating? Why are you celebrating yourself counting down? Because it's not counting up. I mean, it is, but it's logically not counting up. It's counting down. Shit. But backwards. It's backwards counting down. Your number goes up, but your life expectancy goes down. So if I believe that my this shit just did my motherfucking ear, I think it did in my ear. Oh my god. Oh, oh my god, I pushed this shit in my ear and it was like sweet. Like it made this sharp ass sound. Oh my god, yeah. Ooh, woosah, woosah. I'm not a black man. I'm an Asiatic. I mean the concept of it is just like I don't know. Just never made sense to me. You know what I mean? So I never just locked into it, or I never will alter to it. There's a lot of things in society that I never locked into, and as a North American, um, I just wasn't interested into. And I've seen over time, it's like it's weird. But if you identify as black, I don't hate you. I don't. I don't. At that point, I don't care because I still wouldn't describe you as black. I would be like, yeah, he's Asiatic, or I've said it before. I've been in conversations. I said, yeah, the black joint. I don't really say black guy too much. I think I was more or less like I would use it for women because it's like if I say an Asiatic woman, oh my god, the motherfucker gonna look at me crazy like nigga, what? What are you talking about? And I'm gonna have to explain. And I can just be like, yo, black John, because I know that's what he understands. And you know what? Just thinking about that, I gotta stop doing it. I've done it majority of my life because it's like a keeping away from having an actual conversation with people because it can be annoying because they don't understand. And they're going to ask you 50 million questions. You might not have time to answer 50 million questions. Got to do your research. Or, you know what I'm saying? At that given time, I could probably do the research real quick for the show. But we'll see in the future. You know what I mean? But being a West American and that statement of uh, black man, black woman, I'm not saying that shit. I'm not celebrating holidays. What else I'm not doing? I don't know. I'm just trying to lean in more to being a good West American. You know what I mean? And being respectful to others. I've always been. That's a whole other topic too that I need to talk about respect. Cause y'all motherfuckers got this shit backwards. But anyway, listen, if you identify as a black man, I have zero problem with you. I don't hate you. I don't dislike you. I got nothing against you. Just don't call me one. Um, and we can agree to disagree. You feel me? And still be great friends. Be great friends. You know what I mean? But I'm not your friend. Would not be a black guy. He would be an Asiatic.